And welcome, everyone, to Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia? Once again, it's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here from Lakers Fast Break, Pop Culture Cosmos, Inside Sports Fantasy Football, and Game Source. We truly appreciate everyone out there listening to all of our great shows. And if you can, please give us that 5-star review, just like you want a car, a brand new car, wherever you get your podcasts. Plus, if you could like, share, subscribe, follow, or do whatever it is that you can to support us right here at the Lakers Fast Break, Pop Culture Cosmos, where we cover the latest news and trends in pop culture each and every day, right there for you, Pop Culture Cosmos on Facebook, plus twice a week, wherever you get your podcasts, and worldwide on radio stations, wherever you can get them. Also, as well, Lakerholics.com. Go ahead and check out Joe Soro, aka Ox1947, today. And if you want your lawn transformed into something much more magical than it is today, and you live in the Southern California area, please go ahead and check out Simblades with the Y.com. Our good friends, Lakerholics.com. Laker Tom, the number one Lakers blogger, and Jamie Sweet. Go ahead and check out what they're arguing about today at Lakerholics.com. And also on Friday mornings, MagicMan in the morning. Catch it today and catch it this week, right on Fridays at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, right there for you at the Lakers Fast Break. But it is that magical time again. It is Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia? And we bring back two great contestants on this show. Our reigning champion, L. Rob, who I thought was going to be able to make it today. Unfortunately, we could not get him on the show today to defend his crown, but he will be coming back, I'm assuming, at some point in time to defend his crown, because I know he enjoyed his first time around right here at Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia. But here today are two great contestants. And before we go into any more detail and introductions, I want to make sure if you out there, who's ever watching and whoever's listening, wants to be a part of Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia, please go ahead and check out today Pop Culture Cosmos, Game Source, Fast Break, but also Lakers Fast Break, wherever you get your social media, and Lakers Fast Break at yahoo.com. Send me a line and I will get you on the next edition of Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia. But here today are our two contestants as the crowd, the studio audience is already lining up. Zangerstein, got to give you props for your awesome analysis of Rui Hashimura on last night's show. Just truly appreciate everything that you bring right here. Zangerstein says, hey guys, not sure if I could say this for the trivia since I'm outside, but definitely DL this on the pod. Absolutely. Appreciate everything that you do for us, Zangerstein. I told you I would give you props. I did on the comments for last night's show, and absolutely just to truly appreciate everything that you do for us. But here now are contestants for today's trivia show. It is a good man indeed. You got to go ahead and check out what he's doing today at Simblades with a Y.com, and Ox1947. It is Joe Soro. And Joe, are you ready today to answer some Lakers trivia?
Yes, I am ready.
You sound so ready.
Yes, I'm ready, beyond ready.
Okay, that monotone voice just absolutely is so you. Just, you're the type of guy that it's even keel. You never get upset. You never rant and rave about anything at all.
I don't, nothing bothers me.
So calm.
And yet nothing excites me either.
So demure. Yeah, so calm. Just tranquil. When you talk about Joe Soro right there. Yeah, absolutely. Just like your lawns that you go ahead and you transform out there with Simblades. Simblades with the Y.com. And also here today, good man indeed. He's the madman from Toronto. The guy can't get out of Toronto traffic unless it's to answer right questions and beat Joe Soro. It is the Magic Man in the morning. It is a good man indeed. You got to go in and check out his new hat right here on Lakers Fast Break. It is the Magic Man, Sean Grice. Sean, you have a special shout out to give on before we head on to today's trivia program.
Yes, thank you very much, Gerald. I do have to give props and thanks and beyond exceptional generosity from Tom and Terry Wong. I just got their care package today. It's beyond generous. And Tom included a surprise. He didn't tell me that he was putting in a Lakers hat. And it's pretty identical to the one he spot. So I just wanted to let Tom know that your man is wearing his new favorite hat.
Nice, absolutely great indeed. Can you go ahead and pop that into the light real quick? I want to be able to make sure because we don't see the logo on it. No, maybe if you could shine it to the light. See right there. You know what? We'll just get you better. We'll get it better. They'll be able to see it in subsequent shows, or they could go ahead and pay Tom $50, and they can go and get themselves a hat. He'll send them out. Yeah.
Incredible.
I'm kidding. I hiked up the price just to cover for shipping. So once again, it is Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia. Big shout out to Tom Wong. And please go ahead and support him by going ahead and supporting Lakerholics.com. But guys, enough talk. It is the questions I have for you. There are 7 categories for today because L. Rob said, please put it in categorical arrangement, so to speak, to make it easier for him to go ahead and beat you guys, but he's not here. So we're going to go ahead and see if what you guys can do, matching up against each other, mano-y-mano indeed. So guys, I have for you origins and history, jerseys and numbers, catchy nicknames, alma maters, statistically speaking, trade market, and draft day. And those are the categories that we have. It is 1 point each, winner take all. No bonus round for this time around since we don't have 3 players. We just have 2 for now. So that being said, since Joe has had to wait for you to play, I'm going to go ahead and by process of elimination, since we have no ladies here to start off with, ladies first. There can't be a gentleman there. We have Joe instead. Joe, you're going to go ahead first. And which category do you want to start off with first?
I'll take origins and history for 500, Alex.
Okay, that sounds good. Ding, 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 ding. All right, origins and history is the first topic of the day. So I want to know from you guys out there for origins and history, the question I have for you, Joe, is which person or people founded the Minneapolis Lakers?
What is Bob Harvey?
Okay. So you get a chance to retort on that question.
You have a chance to steal it, Sean.
So, Sean, which person or people founded the Minneapolis Lakers? Are they flying in an answer to you?
No.
Okay. Sounded like somebody was. But go ahead, my friend.
I don't have a good answer for that one.
So I'll give you guys. You both guys are both incorrect. I will say that I'm going to give it to you in a multiple choice question because we've got to get this answer correct. So I will give you a choice: A, Bob Short; B, Jerry Buss; C, Ben Berger and Morris Chalfin; D, Jack Ken Cook and Bruce McNair.
C.
So C, okay, for you.
I remember it was 2 guys. That's all I remember.
Okay. Sean, do you want to counter with anything else?
Yeah, I think Joe's correct, but I'm just gonna say Short for some reason.
Okay.
It should have a question for each of us, so none of us have to say the wrong answer if it's the wrong answer.
You guys have been saying the wrong answer regardless.
Well, it doesn't matter. Sean shouldn't have to pick up an answer that's wrong for sure.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to get a point from you guys somehow.
Don't worry
out of
about it.
this.
If I don't get a point, I don't get a point.
All right. Well, the answer you do get a point is C, Ben Berger and Morris Chalfin. All
Okay.
right. So there you go. All right. All right. So the categories now goes to Sean, with Joe leading 1 point to 0. Already finished Origins history. So we have jerseys and numbers, catchy nicknames, alma maters, statistically speaking, trade market, and draft day.
Okay. I'll go with jerseys and numbers.
Jerseys and numbers. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can do for jerseys and numbers. It's going to make it interesting for you. Okay. The numbers 0 and 00 have been banned from circulation by Los Angeles ownership because they are seen to represent a losing attitude. Is that true or false?
I'm gonna say false.
All right. Joe, do you think he's right? I would say the answer is correct because we've had Westbrook and Clarkson to start off with. So
And Orlando Woolridge.
and Orlando Woolridge, yes, way back when, absolutely. So there you
And
go.
I believe Nick Young,
Can we just forget the Nick Young era?
Yeah, I think
who epitomized the 0 number better than any Laker ever.
That's why I said, can we just forget the Nick Young era?
Yeah.
So we now have Sean and Joe tied at 1 apiece. So, Joe, it goes back to you. The categories are catchy nicknames, alma maters, statistically speaking, trade market, and draft day.
I'm going to take statistically speaking for 100, Alex.
All right. Statistically speaking, for you, I don't have 100 to give you, so it'll be just.
I'm sorry. I will take statistically speaking for 1 point.
There you go.
Gerald.
Absolutely. All right. Fair enough. That's good. That's good. This Laker really made his shots count, showing his accuracy with the highest career shooting percentage for the team. Was it Dwight Howard, Andrew Bynum, James Worthy, or JaVale McGee?
That's kind of a dumb question. I mean, you're talking about centers. They're not really shooters.
Well, James Worthy is in the center.
He's technically a power forward of that era. But I'm going to say B, Andrew Bynum.
Okay. So, do you have anything to retort? Any other type of answer, Sean?
Yeah, it was interesting how the way you read JaVale McGee, you almost gave the answer away.
So what do you think? He's choosing Andrew Bynum. Prolific center when he had 2 knees.
Yes.
When he didn't have 2 knees, he wasn't as prolific, but he did take a lot of close-in shots. Didn't stray away too much from the free throw line. He had a nice little elbow jumper.
No, you're just talking. So
as
JaVale,
a Laker, a Laker, Dwight Howard, James Worthy, or JaVale McGee.
Oh man. For some reason, the 57% is coming into my mind for Andrew Bynum, and I know for sure JaVale McGee shot higher than that. So I'm gonna say JaVale McGee.
The answer is JaVale McGee, who's riding the pine in Dallas right now. So Sean gets that answer correct. So he leads 2-1.
And for the record, what was his percentage? It was over 60%, right?
Yes. And even when he tried to shoot threes, he did that well as a Laker too. He might actually lead them all time in 3-point shooting. But he didn't take enough to qualify. So, but I know he was shot over 50%, I believe. And remember, if you remember during the bubble, he actually at the very end made a 3-pointer, I think, at the bubble finals.
Yes. That was a very good question because I believe all 4 of those guys shot over 50%, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that the 3 centers shot well over 55. So, question, Gerald.
You gave the
Absolutely.
answer away the way you said JaVale McGee.
Well, then why didn't you answer it, JaVale McGee?
I don't know. I just thought I'd go another route.
I always do a dramatic long pause for the last name. That doesn't
Sure,
necessarily mean it's going to be.
sure.
All right. So Sean, getting back to you, leading 2 points to 1. It is Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia? Thanks so much for watching and listening. It is the Lakers Fast Break. We truly appreciate it. Do you know your Lakers Trivia? And if you want to be part, or do you want to be a contestant on Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia, please go ahead and hit us up, LakersFastBreak at yahoo.com, or anywhere Lakers Fast Break is on social media. But the categories for you are catchy nicknames, alma maters, trade market, and draft day. So what
All
do
right.
you have next on the list, my friend?
All right, you know what? I feel pretty confident about this, but at the same time, I could be walking into a bear trap. So I'll go with alma maters, Gerald.
Alma maters for you. Alma maters. Okay, let's see what we can do on that.
Because
All
this is
right.
tough.
This is tough. But you two say you know your Lakers trivia, so I give you all the credit in the world for having the bravery and courage to stepping up to the plate. Our audience is loving it as we speak, so we truly appreciate you being a part of this. The Lakers selected 2 teammates from the Rice Owls, Rice University, of course. The Lakers selected 2 teammates from the Rice University Owls in back-to-back rounds in the 1954 NBA draft. Which teammates did they choose with the 27th and 36th picks? I see
Wow. Wow. That
I
is so completely random. I just walked into a bear trap.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So the question for
Wow.
you, my friend,
Rice.
as
Yeah,
search and
like even that's go way
as
back
search
for me.
as search and destroy is right now. I will say now the answers are
54. Oh,
here we go.
okay.
Hold on. I can give you the choice of 4.
Okay.
And let me go ahead right now. Dick Garmarker and Chuck Menzel, or Chuck Menzel. Don Lance and Gene Schwinger. No jokes, Joe. John Patswald and Jim Springer. Because I know there's a joke for you on that one. John Patswald and Jim Springer. Clyde Lovelett and Lou Hitch. So those are your choices. Those are your choices.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, Search and Destroy would like to buy a vowel.
You know what? Take a for some reason I'm just gonna say D. Clyde
Lovelett and Lou Hitch. So that's his choice. Clyde Lovelett and Lou Hitch. So your choices, my friend Joe, as you try to guess on your own on this one. Dick Garmarker and Chuck Menzel. Don Lance and Gene Schwinger. Again, no jokes, please. John Patswald and Jim Springer.
I'm going to go with D.
You're going to go with... No, that's with D already. He already got Clyde. So you're saying C, John Patswald and Jim Springer.
No, I'm going with D.
You both are going with D.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not realize that there's no way we can advance the round if you both answer?
That's why I told you at the beginning of the show to ask us each individual questions. And if
You're
we get
not
it
being
wrong,
a hard ass.
then
That's
you go
not very good.
you go to the next question for Sean. But for some reason you keep venturing into this thing. And I don't really count that first point because I already got it wrong. But then you went into a multiple choice situation. So we need to understand at the beginning of the show, are we doing multiple choice? Are we giving one answer?
We are doing multiple
and
choice.
the other thing is, lastly, is I need your book.
Well, you could buy
whatever book you're reading is the first Bible written in Hebrew at this point. I have no idea what any of these answers are. And I know everything about the Lakers. So you found the most
Evidently not.
difficult. You found the most difficult questions ever. You're talking about people. What blood type does Elgin Baylor have? Like that kind of stuff. I'm like, damn. I haven't had one question you've asked that I've known in the last 2 shows we've done. So we're gonna have to start. We're gonna have to start studying.
Well, again, the question is, you guys
I'll pick
both
C.
can't pick
I'll pick C. It's always, you always pick C when you don't know the answer.
Okay.
Final answer.
C. So you pick D and you pick C.
Sean picks D. I pick C.
Well, no jokes, Joe, but it was
Swing.
D. It was Schwing.
Yeah,
Don
yeah.
Lance and
That should have been the evidence right there. Once you heard the swing.
Schwing indeed. So no points given on that one. 2-1 right now, still in favor of Sean, but it is Joe's turn to go ahead and pick the next category on that after complaining quite a bit on it. We still have what we have.
I'm gonna take catchy nicknames.
Catchy nicknames, trade market, and draft day.
I'm gonna take catchy nicknames for 1 point, Gerald.
Was it catchy nicknames we already? No, we did alma maters the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, catchy nicknames. Okay. There you go. All right. Lakers forward Elgin Baylor was known more for his offense than defense and was often referred to as ball out Baylor for his tendency to vacate the lane when opposing forwards drove to the net. True or false?
False.
Absolutely correct. That one was a softball, comparatively speaking. So there you go. Absolutely. That one is a little bit easier to answer on that for you. So the score is now tied 2-2. Right there for you. Right here. Do you know your Lakers trivia? Sean, we have for the final 3. Guess we don't know actually. Orange. We don't know origins and history done. Jerseys and numbers we already did. Catchy nicknames, alma maters, and statistically speaking. So 2-2 because you guys missed one wrong completely. Trade market and draft day is what we have left on the agenda. So what? Trade market or draft day?
Draft day.
Okay, draft day. All right. Sorry, I'm muting you at time to time because you have a little bit of feedback when I'm bouncing.
Okay.
I'm bouncing off your mic like a basketball. Oh my gosh! All right. So draft day is the topic for our next question that I have for you guys. All right. And that is, all right, Sean, let me go with this one. Who was the first player ever? Who was the first player ever selected by the Lakers in the NBA entry draft to be their lone selection for a single year?
Oh,
Was it Gail Goodrich in 65, Earl Tatum in 76, David Rivers in 88? Everybody remember David Rivers? Joe Crawford in 2008.
I don't think it was Gail Goodrich because he was a territorial pick. He wasn't the other one. Crawford Rivers. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with Tatum.
You're gonna go with Tatum. Okay, Earl Tatum in 76. So Joe, question goes back over to you. Gail Goodrich, David Rivers, or Joe Crawford?
David Rivers.
The answer is, because Search and Destroy looks perplexed right now, David Rivers in 1988. So Joe gets it right. Joe is actually on the board again. He now leads 3-2. One question left, and if Sean gets it right, does go to sudden death. So we will have another category that I can choose from and another question.
I'd also like to comment that I really want to play poker with Gerald Glassford.
Why is that?
Because your tell cards are very obvious.
Not as telling as you think, my friend. I
And
did. I do live in Vegas.
I'd like you to pitch while I'm at bat because you would tip your pitches.
I'm not sure. I'm not.
I'm sure. These are the hardest questions I've ever heard from the Laker world ever.
Okay. So you say. So trademark.
Just agree with what I'm saying.
So right now it feels like Rocky 4 and Joe's if he dies, he dies.
Yeah. Come on, bring it.
All
right.
Well, what I have for you guys, since it looks like El Rob has just texted in that he is unfortunately coming late, so we're gonna have to probably schedule something with him down the road then. Trade market is the last one I have for you guys for today, unless it goes to sudden death. Then it's of my choosing here. All right. And so this was Sean's choice, right? No. This is Joe's category first, so he gets to answer first. In 1957, the Lakers traded star Clyde Lovellette to the Rochester Royals. Which famously nicknamed player did they receive in return? Hot Rod Hundley, Hondo Havlicek, Meadowlark Lemon, or Pistol Pete Maravich?
Hot Rod Hundley.
That one. Is he correct on that one?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Joe, you have just won. Do you know your Lakers trivia? All right. It is Hot Rod Hundley. That one. Search and Destroy says those questions are hard, but yes, it is. Do you know your Lakers trivia? Actually, you knew that yeah, compared to the other answers on that one, there's no giving that away. It's just absolutely if you know that one or you don't, because the fact is Hot Rod Hundley was the only one of those.
That might have been the last two questions might have been the two obvious ones. David Rivers legacy is known, unfortunately, for being blocked at the end of a last second shot. That's David Rivers' legacy. And when you're only known for something bad, you tend to remember a lot more things about that player. And it's too bad too, because I always heard growing up that David Rivers is a very nice man. But,
from Notre Dame.
Yes.
Absolutely. But Joe is the second winner of Do You
Last time the Fighting Irish won a national title too, 1988, the year he was drafted.
There you go.
Yes, I do know other trivia.
Anything you have to say? Unfortunately, you know, if Vanna was standing next to you, she'd be giving you the party gift, the home game of the Do You Know Your Lakers trivia. But any thoughts on this? You got to get back into the game next time around? Sean, you there?
Mm-hmm. I'm here.
Are you ready to next time around?
Sean's looking at his hat in the
okay
TV.
I don't have a reflection, but yeah, of course. I'm not a punk. I'm not a punk.
All right. You've been very close twice, my friend, to winning Do You Know Your Lakers trivia. So I'm very proud of you.
Sham right now, Gerald. I'm not Secretariat. I'm Sham.
Okay. Well, Mr. DC Fitted, if you are really serious about joining our next episode of Do You Know Your Lakers trivia, because Joe has won this round, please go ahead and hit me up, LakersFastBreak@yahoo.com, if you want to be a part of Do You Know Your Lakers trivia. Once again, we'd love to have as many competitors as we can have on all at one time. You know, you're more than welcome to join us. Johnny 2K6, Mr. DC Fitted, Zangerstein, anybody that wants to come down and join us. It is LakersFastBreak@yahoo.com. Johnny 2K6 says, who is the number one Lakers vlogger that's out there? According to the statistics, Johnny 2K6, because he is so active out there in Lakers world, it is Laker Tom. And I will say that absolutely, Mr. DC Fitted. So, you know, send me an email, LakersFastBreak@yahoo.com. Go ahead and send it. We'll go ahead and put it up there. Lakers Nation, well, you know, we're a little bit better than Laker Nation, but we're all part of one big Lakers Nation. So I guess you could say that. here at the Lakers Fast Break. Guys, I don't know if L Rob's going to join us for some parting words before he headed out because I'd love to hear what you have to say about the Lakers' current status. But Sean, before we head on out, any last thoughts on the Lakers? Because Friday still looms. And as the scores right now have it, right now, New Orleans looks like they're going to go ahead and pull away from the Mavericks, tying themselves with the Lakers in the
Mhm.
standings. So, any last thoughts on how it's shaping up before we head on out, my friend?
Yeah, Gerald. It looks like we're going to be tied with the Pelicans once again. Which makes Friday's game very pivotal. Now, in about an hour's time, the ball tips off at Crypto, and the Raps are playing the Clippers. So I'll be watching that one probably from start to finish. Let you know what I think in the morning. But for right now, I
Oh,
I
Friday
love
morning.
I love Stone's analysis. You know I think the Raptors are in a position where this road trip is not going well, and they're going to have to decide which team in LA they think they can beat. I think they would have a better shot with the Clippers right now because again, I still think AD and Vanderbilt can take advantage of their front court.
I will say though, it was the way it's panning out right now as we're recording. New Orleans again is up by 12. It's 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You have Oklahoma
That's an
City and
eternity. That's an eternity. Don't be surprised if they lose. Actually, if the Pelicans win, it's actually a good thing because that now takes the Mavericks to 33 losses, and now that's another team that you can jump, which they're much higher than the Pelicans, obviously, because we're ahead of them right now by half a game. But this is actually a good thing that the Pelicans are winning because now the Mavericks come back to 33 losses. We have 34. When we face them, should we beat them, now we're guaranteeing a game above them as well. So, yeah, this thing's playing out pretty well as long as the Lakers can win 3 out of 4 every week. That's kind of where I'm standing on that.
then you have Portland and also OKC getting destroyed on the road for both these teams. So they will fall behind the Lakers by a full game. So that'll be awesome to see that those two like going a little bit down further in the standings. But
And by the way, Gerald, a little inauspicious start for Kevin Durant as a Phoenix Sun. You slip and turn your ankle in warmups.
Yep, heard that. Saw that tweet from Shams. We
Ooh.
were Joe. Any thoughts on that or the Lakers' current situation before we head on out?
You want an answer on the Durant thing?
You always were able to provide one earlier.
Uh, well, that was a little bit more R-rated though.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Here's the deal. You're soft. All of you. Society and the NBA especially. Suck it. That's my last line on that.
Fair enough indeed. But once again, it's Do You Know Your Lakers trivia? Nobody won a car this time around, but Joe is the winner, and hopefully we can go ahead and set up another round of Do You Know Your Lakers trivia. We can hopefully get L Rob back into the mix. And if you, okay, well, maybe not like that, Joe,
Showing him
but
my ring finger
yeah, I'm sure you are.
and my
But
other ring finger.
yeah, Mr. DC Fitted, you want to go ahead and join us or anybody out there as far as for an episode of Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia? Please go ahead and check us out today at LakersFastBreak at yahoo.com. Send me a message and I will respond back to it. And we'll go ahead and set up the next time these guys go at it in Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia? Hopefully, get L Rob back. I know he was a little bit stuck in traffic, so unfortunately, he was not able to attend today's show. But for Joe Soro next time around and Sean Grice. Looking forward to it. MagicMan, don't forget to catch his show on Fridays at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. And Joe, anything special you think we should, plan for?
There's some things brewing for Friday in general. I'm still working on it, so stay tuned, guys. This is not a tease, but it is. There's something that I'm planning on, hopefully Friday, and I will let you know probably the day before at the latest.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Indeed.
No, I am not growing my hair out. No, I am not quitting the Lakers fast break. No, I am not going to be a Celtics fan. I am just warning you guys that something might be coming Friday.
Okay. All right. Because I know you'll always be a Lakers fan. So, yeah. Like Johnny 2K6 says, something brewing on Friday.
Very
Possibly
nice,
for
Johnny. Very
Magic Man
nice.
in the morning. Yes, very nice
Very
indeed.
nice.
But go ahead and check us out tomorrow. Hopefully, we were able, if we have time, if we can schedule it for a Lakers History 101. I'm going to let the guys pick the topic for Lakers History 101 that they want to go ahead and approach for. Hopefully, we can do that tomorrow. We can attend classes at Lakers Fast Break University. And then, of course, Friday, you start your morning with Magic Man in the morning, whatever Joe has planned. And then following it up for playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break and Friday night's game. You know, the post game is best right here at the Lakers Fast Break. Huh?
I was just reading your lips.
Okay. Well, you weren't doing a good enough job. But for Joe Soro and Magic Man Sean Grice, it's Gerald Glassford. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Subscribe if you haven't already, because you're missing out on all the fun right here at Do You Know Your Lakers Trivia. This guy here. This guy. Have a great evening, everyone.